The good. The bad. The ugly.
The Miami Hurricanes dominated the North Carolina State Wolfpacks and left them howling at the moon. This is the good, bad, and ugly film review. Let's find out what happened.
The good.
All right, before we get started, as always, these videos have been demonetized by YouTube due to the footage that we use. All I'm asking is that you go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so you're aware of all of the latest content that comes out on this channel. Also, buckle on in. It's a lot of good here. So go on and get you a Snicker bar. You're going to be here for a while. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling, man. It's 3rd and 8, 13:44 on the clock. Let's see what these Canes got in store for us, man. Here we go. C.J. Bailey, Miami native, steps down, but here's a great play right here. Let's take a look at the quick drag concept right here. Chase Smith is chasing him, kind of in a trail technique. But here's what I love what the Canes did. They got a guy coming down at safety right here in Fitzgerald, 13. Makes a big play right there for about a 1.5 yard gain. Great job. 3rd and 6, 9:57 in the first. Here we go. Carson Beck steps back, lobs his ball down the field, straight down there for Marion. Great pass, great throw. Had a little bit of pressure in his face, but they're showing a lot of pressure in here. We got one guy, easy pitch and catch right there. Marion down the sideline for the easy first down. We got Davis getting ready to kick this field goal, 4th and 5, 7-17 in the first. You're going to make this thing up and true, straight up the middle of the uprights into the hands of Allstate. 1st and 10, 4:23. Canes are up by 3 right now. Watch this great play right here by Mesidor, man. This is what you really want to see. Check this out. You're going to get a down block here by this tackle. What is that telling you? He can be a chaser, right? That's the call. Why? Because you got an extra blitzer out here. So he can take this risk down here. He don't have to worry about zone read or quarterback coming this way. He get a down block. He's going to run straight down the line. Why? Because he's got a guy right here building the wall outside. He's going to get this ball. He's going to turn here, and he's going to make this play on the backside. Best thing about it, these guys are building that wall, and they're going to create this ball to slow down. He's going to come here and make a great play, man. Check this out. Look at this. Great job right here by these two. Boom, perfect. Only thing I will say is for Torrey, you got to be careful for that boot action, okay? So if you're coming, you know Mesidor has the chase. You got to be able to take on the boot pattern. Why? They got 3 receivers here, okay? So you got to be able to make sure you check for that. And I think that's something he didn't really do. See how he's chasing Mesidor? If he would have booted out and they would have had to play, they could have dumped this off. Now you got 2 on 2 plus 3, and they could have been off to the races. Man, the Canes dominated this game, baby. 2nd and 11, 3:49 in the first. Canes still up by 3. Here we go again. Look at this pressure. Create this. I ski. Let's go, baby. Jacoby Thomas straight down the sideline. And here's the best part about it. Gave him some at the end. Let's talk about this, man. I want to talk about this really quick at first. Let me go back right here on this blitz pattern. Right here, we got to be a little careful. If I'm going to be outside, you got to take this inside. It could have escaped. We ended up having 2 guys outside. He could have stepped through here and got busy, but he didn't. See this right here? Again, Torrey outside, 6 outside, and it looks like he was going to try to make him correct by going inside. So they got to know gap integrity. One, if you're going to be inside, I could be outside. Now he doesn't have an escape hatch. He can't get there. But if both of us are here and he decided to pull it down, maybe Mesidor could have came around and made a play. Not sure, but I know this right here is not necessarily all the way correct. And I know Coach Corey Heatherman was in the film room letting them know, hey, guys, we got to do this the right way. Either Torrey's going to be here, he's going to fold inside, or I'm going to be here and you got to be inside. One or the other. But here's the best part about it. I said this in the pregame show. You got to make him throw under duress. And, boy, Jacoby Thomas surely made him pay right there at the end. Let's take a look at this. Corner blitz, right? So you got the corner blitz. We talked about this. He's coming here. He's going to end up being a cover 3 look here, right? He's going to have this deep third. But sometimes a player got to make a player's move. And this is what I talk about, right? You know you vacated with the corner, so you can't sit a squat. This guy running vertical, and you got a guy running the wheel route. He's actually in some conflict. But he's reading the eyes of the quarterback. He sees he's going here, What does he do? He breaks off this route and come make this pick right here. Watch this. Right? Great job, because if not, if this guy decided to fade away or corner this thing out, it could have been a big play. But a player got to make his player move. He ski this thing and take that thing all the way back for a touchdown, baby. I'm loving it. Great job. Now here's the best part about this. I'm going to show you something that Thomas did. And I'm glad he didn't get caught, but I'm also glad he did it. Watch 8 right here. He going to tell CJ Bailey, come here. Come here. Finna run you slap over, boy. Watch this. Right there. He told him, come on, CJ. Come get some of this work. Oh, get some. I'm loving it. Look at him. Watch this. Come get some of this. Oh, touchdown, Canes. Davis again for the extra point. Up and true. Right down the middle of the gut. 2nd and 10. 1:16 in the first. Let's go, Canes. We on defense again. Again, throwing this ball under duress. Not comfortable. Off his back foot. Look at this. Kind of not getting a chance to step into it because we got so much pressure and penetration. And that boy Thomas again for the INT. Let's watch how they played it. Here's Thomas right here. I believe CJ Bailey didn't see him because he's kind of behind this referee right here. But you're going to get a route kind of in cutting here, and that's what he's going to see. His first read is this way, but then he's going to come to his progression, and he's going to see this dig route coming through here. He never sees Jacoby Thomas, and I think part of it was blocked off by that referee. But neither way, it is what it is. If you can see, you really can't see him. You see the in cut right here, finna throw it right behind his head, and he steps right in and makes the INT. Watch this. Look at the duress he's under right there. I ski. Let's go, baby. 2nd and 4, 14:23 in the second. Canes up by 10. What a play right here. What a play by Lightfoot. Again, we talk about being inside, makes a play, stops this thing for a 3-4 yard TFL. 1st and 10, 12:48 in the second. Here we go. Look at the creativity, little trickery right here. But Malachi Tony, known as a high school quarterback, he gets the motion, right? This is something they didn't recognize. There's the tight end here, right? He's here, so that means he can't go out. He can't go out for a pass because he's covered up. So when Malachi Tony comes here, we used to call this exit. Exit. You had to be yelling, exit, exit, exit. That means that what? The X is out. All right. There's nobody else over here. So they got to be able to understand this, and this guy is covered up. But watch this play right here, man. Great job. JoJo's going to act like he's blocking, takes off. Malachi throws a pretty pass, caught him straight in stride. Almost made the guy miss, couldn't definitely get it in, but great job right there. 2nd and goal, 11:22 in the second. Finna punch this deal in. And here's what I love about the creativity. This is what we talk about. You do this, watch this. These guys' eyes, look, he's going to widen out. You're going to run that ball right through here. That's perfect, man. That's what you want. Little sudden movement. Boom, got him outside. You see what happened? Watch this. He moved. See him step outside? They gave him the easy block right here for the pin and pull. Oh, great job. Kick out by Pancake. Touchdown, Marty Brown. 9:52 in the second. Up by 17. It's looking like a slaughter right now. Check this out, man. Great job here by the Canes. Great job happening here in regards to Carson Beck. Throws a back shoulder fade right here to Moore. Straight up the sideline. Great pocket presence. Great ball placement. Look at this. Perfect right here. Easy, steps into it. Nice, easy throw. Great job. Great catch. 2nd and 3. 3:57 in the second. Up by 17 still. I love this play, and I want to show you who actually makes this play, man. This is a great spin move. But Maui Noah is the one who actually makes this play. If you look at this, look at his shoulders. They're trying to work this outside zone and try to get around and maybe hook this guy. Well, you've been taught as offensive tackle, if I can't get this hook block and he stays outside, then you push him. I love the fact he hip tosses this guy. He uses his strength against him. He's fighting to get out here. Watch Maui Noah just throw him out the club. He's going to get through here, and you still got the same crease with this guy pulling around. Great job right here. Great play design. Great coaching. Look, I can't get him out. Push him out the way. Now, look at this. You got guys coming up here. He's going to get and cut right through there. Great job, man. Great job by the Kings. And here's a great play. Great spin move for the first. Get that thing going. Marty Brown has been special for this team, man. 2nd and 7, 37 seconds before the half, still up 17, looking to score. Carson Beck, pocket looking pretty good back here. Easy pitch and catch to Malachi Tony, the freshman phenom. What a play, man. And you're going to be able to chance to see this. It's really an out and up, right? He ran a quick out. He goes for it and gets up. And he actually kind of get picked off here through this bunch set. Let's take a look if I can catch it in the bunch set. Right there, right? He's going to inside release. He's going to get his guy because he has him over here. He's going to run the out and then up. Again, another great play design, another pitch and catch, great ball placement. Easy touchdown. 2nd and 8, 14-20 in the third. 24-0. Let's go, Canes. Let's go, Canes. Creativity. Look at this. We got Malachi Tony in the backfield. What does that do? That matches him up with a linebacker, right? Come on, man. You got a wide receiver on a linebacker. That's what you want. These guys are turning and bailing. They turn and bailing. Now you got exactly what you want in space. That's manipulating the defense right here. Run a little quick, little angle route. Give him the 1-2s. Slide through there for the first. Great job. First down. 2nd and 16, 12:49 in the third. Still up by 24 points. Here we go. Carson Beck steps up in the pocket. Bell does not a great job blocking him, but guess what? Carson Beck finds a way to maneuver in the pocket. Let's take a look at this. I think Bell makes a catastrophic error right here. One, he stops his feet and they're too wide and he's going to lunge right there. When he lunges, it's over. This is a great play by this defensive end. But watch Beck feel it, step up, get empty, find the open guy. Love it. I love it. And here's what he did with his eyes. Let's take a look at Carson Beck's eyes. This is perfect. This is a veteran move. Watch this. Here, he's looking this way. He knows that guy's open down here. But what does it do? It's going to stall out the defender so he doesn't sink and insulate this route. And at the last second, turns and throws. See that? He came up, saw him coming up, think he's going to throw the ball here. Now that created him to be open. Great job right there, man. Great job. Great job. Great movement with your eyes, Beck. 2nd and 7, 11:25 in the third. Still up by 24. Here we go. Another little dump down. Pringle. Let's go. Pringle came in and gave this offense a breath of fresh air, right? Does a great job moving and all of that. Come on, Brock Myers. You got to do a little bit better, buddy. Got to do a little bit better. We getting whooped in here, but I'm not going to go with that. Let's go, Pringle. A little dump down. Make him miss. Holla at you. Let's go. Great job, Pringle. 1st and 10, 10:05 in the third. Still up by 24. And I want people to understand something, man. Look at this. Look at this play right here. Shout out to Lofton, man. He hasn't really performed up to par right now for what we thought he was going to do, but still a great player. But this is the great part that I like about what they did with him. This is the creativity. This little bit of movement right here bought him real estate so he can get over here. People don't realize how much those 3 feet of movement makes, and it changes a lot of things, man. That's a great job. Look at this. Good pocket presence, throws him a dart, catches the ball, touchdown. Yes, sir. Up 31-0, 1st and 10, 9:04 in the third. Here we go. Got some motion right there by Upshaw. And they go to the Pringle, man. We're going to holler at you. Love this play design. Pancake's going to pull. I think I got an end zone cut of this so you can really see. But let's look at the movement from the offensive line here. I don't. Thought I had an end zone cut. Let's take a look at this. I love the fact Malachi Tony finna get put in some work. You get all this down block. You're going to see Pancake get around, lead this thing in there, and make it happen, man. Great job, man. Golly. That kick out block, perfect. He hard to bring down to cover up the ball. Great job. 1st and 10, 8:32 in the third, 31-0. Let's go, Canes. Here we go again. And here's what I love about it. He took his time and his patience, right? You're going to see Pancake get around the corner, play side guard, backside tackle. And let me explain why Maui Noah's pulling versus maybe Cooper. You got a guy head up on the center, right? You got a guy head up on the center and a guy right over Cooper. We're going to leave him alone because he's going to have to occupy for the quarterback draw. For the quarterback zone read. So they're not worried about it. So you're going to have a block here. You're going to pull around here. But he's got to respect this. That's why they don't have to worry about blocking him. Great job, great understanding, great communication. See how he's waiting for it? Perfect. Now, here's the best part about it. Maui Noah's going to come and get the boom. Here we go. Oh, pancake. You got to do something, baby. Got to do something. Give me this block right here. You give me this block right here. Now, he can get that block there. He have a free path and maybe get another 5 or 6 more yards out of this deal. This is how we look running the ball. Oh, perfect. Here we go. We got an end zone cut. Here we go. You see there's a guy right over Brockmeyer. There's a guy on Cooper. So you're going to get the block back, right? You're going to get block here. He's going to pull around. He's going to pull around. He's going to get the ball here. He's got to respect the zone read. Okay, so he's going to wait. And he's out of the play just because he has to wait. This is a great job. See him? Let's go. Excellent execution. Excellent execution. 2nd and 9, 5:54 in the third, 31-0. Again, we running this thing to perfection, baby. Look at Pancake. Let's go. And if you notice, I'm looking at Pancake right here. He's coming around. Watch him fall into the But here's a great block right here. Malachi Tony putting in work, baby. This is what you want from your guy. Look at Malachi Tony putting in work. Get his hips inside, right? This guy get 2 outside. Pringle there. Only if he could hold that block right there, he probably would have scored. Great job. Here we go. Great down block. Look at Malachi Tony get his hips inside. And I love what he did. Look at the path. He took it here to hold this guy. And last thing, he's going to put his foot in the ground and get vertical through here, man. Great job. Got vertical through there. That kept him outside. Unfortunately, he's going to still fold back in and make the tackle. But great job right there, man. Davis again for the kick. Straight up the gut in the hands of Allstate. 2nd and 8, 14-25 in the fourth, 34-0. I told you better get you a Snicker bar. We're going to be here for a while. Here we go. Notice who's back here, y'all. Who is that masked man back there? We're going to find out right now. Number 10 again with that same look. They got to respect it, but look how they changed up the defense. They put a nickel guy on him. It don't matter. We still throwing fade balls up here to Moore, man. He got a little dinged up on his play, but one-on-one, throw the 50-50 ball up, make a great play. Look at these dudes' faces, man. Why in the world did we get on the plane? We can't beat these Canes. 1st and 10, 13:59 in the fourth, baby. Canes dominating again. Let's go. I told y'all, subtle movements make big differences. Watch Lofton. He's going to move in here a little bit. That's going to give him a creep so he can come in here and get a great block. Watch it. There it is. He bought him some time. Boom. Only thing I'm going to say, I'm not sure why he didn't kick him out, right? He left him alone. I don't necessarily like that part of the play. Maybe he was thinking there's a pull and a dump like an RPO. I'm not sure, but I think there's a little mistake in there when it comes to Marty Brown. Because if Marty Brown gets him, boom, he gets him, he got nobody. He's sealed off here. This is the last guy left. So, in fact, we lose a blocker. Oh, my God. Because, see, he could have popped this thing and got right out here, and we off to the races, man. Pringle was a breath of fresh air to this offense. We needed this change of pace, bro. 11:55 in the fourth, 2nd and 8, 34-0. Look in the score. Here we go. A quick out. He just beat him to the pylon. Great job. Let's take a look at this play right here defensively. They're actually playing quarters here, right? You're going to see him run him off. He's just running an out. By leverage, he's out leveraged right now. So he has the out. Only way he's going to be able to affect it if he comes down, but he's strictly playing quarters. Now, there's a way North Carolina State could have played this differently. You got the vertical. He runs it out, what they call two read or palms, meaning he'll fire down and he'll come over the top and turn it into cover 2. But right now they're playing 4. He's got a quarter. He's out leveraged. So once he runs that quick out, There's nothing he can do. He's got to come from distance because he's going to run him off. I mean, it's a very simple play, high schoolish if you want to call it. But, hey, perfect hard. Nothing he can do about it. Before you know it, touchdown. Canes. Let's go, baby. Let's take a look at this again. Look at it from distance. He's backing off on his quarter. He has nothing to do with it. He's trying to come down. Takes a bad angle. It's over with. It's over with. 1st and 10, 11:48 in the fourth. We up 41-0 now, baby. It's getting real ugly. It's getting real ugly. Look at Akeem Mesidor get work right here. Look at this. I love it. Dip that shoulder. Give a rip move right here. He's got a kick slide. Let's go, baby. Luckily for them, they recovered that ball because, boy, we would have been inside the 20. Score again on these chumps. 2nd and 10, 9:32 in the fourth. Come on. Man, shout out to Emory Williams out here throwing this ball to Not Carr, right? We're bringing in some of the backup dudes. The reason I put this as good, not only is the first down, but look at the throw. That's a big-time throw right there. And Not Carr making a big-time play out of it. Great job. Great way to finish it. 3rd and 4, 1:16 left in the game. That's not Emory. That's Luke Nickel. That's Luke Nickel in the building. All right, let's see what's going to happen right here. Great run right here by Hellcat. Almost gets away. It would have definitely been a touchdown, right? Definitely would have been a touchdown. Love the blocking right here. They get it. They make it happen. He pulls through that. Unfortunately, he can't get rid of that foot. It would have been a huge touchdown but he got the first. 1st and 10, 42 seconds. Them boys trying to score, man. Man, let me in this thing. No, sir. He spins out. Let's see him put on the wheels. I thought he was going to score off this one, boy. I ain't going to lie to you. I really thought in my heart of hearts he was going to be to the house. A great job right there by the Miami Hurricanes. And that's it for the good. Now let's get to the bad.
The bad.
All right, if you're still with me, go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe button as well as notification bell. Don't be tripping. Also, if you blink, you're going to miss it because it ain't too much bad going on up in here. 1st and 10, 7:13 in the third. Let's take a look at this. And I put this as bad. I mean, great tackle right here by Thomas. I think he should get defensive MVP for this game, but I brought this in because I believe this is Damari Brown. All right, again, we talk about gap integrity on this defense. You meeting up right here with a tight end guy. You got to stay there. Why? Watch Wesley Bassett stay right in here, and he's the cleanup man. But you're going to stick his eyes inside, and that's going to give him a chance to get around outside. And then Wesley has to redirect himself and watch Thomas come clean this up. Okay? I just wanted people to understand when you look at this play, I love the intensity. Stay there, though. Stay there. Don't do that. Don't look inside, because once you looked inside, you gave up your leverage, and then Thomas come over and make a big time tackle right there. Love it. 3rd and 5, 151 in the third, 34-0. Here we go. CJ Bailey outie, actually gets called back for illegal hands to the face by them, but I want to take a look at this play right here. We gave up a lot of gaps in here. Okay, again, 2 outside. We got to make sure we understand this. I love the fact that we're coming here, but I believe this is the culprit. He's going to blitz here. He's going to come inside. He can't be here. He has to be here. Let's take a look at it from the beginning here. You're going to see him. He's going to get too far over here. You're going to see him here. He's going to come and fold inside. He actually falls and gets in his way. Watch this. See him falling in his way? I think he should have been on this side of the play. But therefore, it creates an escape hatch because you got 2 Canes in the same spot. Now he can get out of there. So we got to understand gap integrity, Canes, making sure we keep it live, okay? And great thing we got this ball back, because that would have been the first time they would have crossed the 50-yard line the entire game. These Canes were biting this game. Ugh. 2nd and 3, 8:17. Here we go. Just bad. Let's go. Emory Williams, I'm not sure if you're supposed to see this or not, okay? Because I know at the end of the play, he said, my bad, right? But let's take a look at this. We got a guy coming off late. I'm not sure how you can actually stop it unless you slide the protection, or Emory Williams, you have to see this and make a play and pull it and try to get out of there. It's really been difficult. I'm not really mad at it. I just put it down as bad because it was a TFL for about 3 yards. But shout out to Hellcat trying to make a spin out of that deal. There you go. I think he said it was my bad right here. See? He like, my bad. Good job, Emery. 3rd and 3, 5:42 in the 4th. Come on. Come on. Now, here's what I will say about this play. I talked about this before. I love the intensity. I love the way our guys, look at this. We got 4 Canes getting to the ball. But I want to say this. Play recognition. They motion the guy over, right? Once they motion him over, it becomes what we call 4 strong. What do you want to look for? You want to look for a dash play. All right. What is a dash play? A rollout. You got 4 strong. 1, 2, 3, and he makes 4. Okay. So you want to look for that rollout. He has to know I need to fight outside here. Okay. Because the only thing can happen is what? The ball come this way and he does this. Fight outside. Don't get caught. Don't get hooked. You want to try to build that wall as much as you possibly can. So he has to stop his feet so the backside pursuit can get to him. Let's take a look at it. See how he gets hooked right here. Now he gets outside. He can extend his play and go. If he fights outside immediately, now he may have to stop his feet and the backside pressure can get to him. Okay. But I love this part right here. Look at that. Boy, they thumping in there, baby. Let's go. 2nd and 9, 4:23 in the 4th. Here we go. Another guy with the back end. Let's take a look at this play. All right, we're playing man right here. We got a guy here. We got to account for him. We're going to blitz this dude here. If he's going to run the wheel route, somebody's got to be responsible for him. We blitz a guy. He gets caught in the what? In the little pick route, in the wash. We got to do a better job of understanding this. This is considered adjacent receivers. Look how tight this guy is to the line of scrimmage. Okay, they're on the hash. He's here. You should be alerted. Switch route, switch route, switch. Whether you guys switch off, which I hope you don't because it'll be a linebacker on a receiver. But you got to know, I got to be over the top of this. Don't get caught in this wash right here for that wheel route up the sideline because he's going to be playing back here. And then next, you got to make the tackle, 30. Come on. I believe that's Kevin Wiley, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's Wiley. Got to make that tackle. Right here, we got to make this tackle. This is just not a good look on us, Canes. We lackadaisical. We're not really running to the ball, right? He's still up on his feet, getting more yards. And that's it for the bad. Now let's get to the ugly.
The ugly.
All right, here we are with the ugly. I know if you still here, you better have already hit that subscribe button. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. 2nd and 6, 8:49 in the 1st quarter. What happens? What happens, Cole? What's ugly about it? We give up the sack, y'all. Maui Noah kind of gives up this sack. They did a good job in coverage. I have to give North Carolina State in this particular play. They gave up coverage, right? We got them blocked. We got to get the ball out. But here's what I'll say to Carson Beck. I'd rather you hold the ball, take the sack, instead of do something crazy and stupid with it and throw it to the other guys. Everybody is locked up here. He's locked up. He's locked up. Everybody's locked up right now. Nobody to throw it to. Go ahead and take the sack. I hate to say it. And we end up getting a field goal. All right, let's take a look. It's going to happen right over here with Maui Noah. You're going to see him right here try to kick back. Guy going to come off the edge here. Let's see. Right here, he's going to work. Move him off pocket. Okay, we still got to do a better job, Pringle. Can't have this. Got to do a better job. Okay, but everybody's locked in, locked up right there. 2nd and 7, 4:33 in the 1st. Canes up by 3. I love the motion. I love what it did. Here's what I'll say. This was an ugly play because it resulted in a fumble, but this actually, North Carolina State made the perfect call against the perfect play. They're actually playing cover 2 to this deal. Watch, he's going to turn and run. So he's got a half. You see him turning. He's got a half. They're squatting, right? He's going to play, come back and fire back up. Everybody's playing cover 2 in this. So it's a great look. Okay, he went for the check down. Got to protect the rock. But this guy came up and fired up, made a great play. I think that's our first giveaway as a fumble all year. All right, you get a better look at it from here, right? See, he's turned. So Carson Beck should see as he's turned, he knows it becomes cover 2. Once he peels, I get why he threw it because everybody else is locked up. And really, to tell you the honest truth, it's really a kind of a Tampa 2. he actually turned looking for that 3 vertical. And a Tampa 2 is basically cover 3, where he'll get a third. He'll get a third. God doggone it, Hayes. He'll get a third. He'll get a third. And he's going to work the middle third, okay? So it looks like cover 2, and these guys are playing the flats. All right? So when you see that peel route out here, he goes and turn and throw it. He's going to fire. He's going to turn him on. He's going to make it happen. Right here, see? Just dislodge the ball. Tough work. All right, 4th and 6. Davis in the play. We got to get this thing to get 43 points. And he just shanks it, man. That thing kind of hooks a little bit wide left. Unfortunate for him. 3rd and goal, 2:27. Can we get the shutout Canes? Can we get the shutout Canes? Unfortunately, we don't. We got the young guys in here. We got my man falling down. Right? Got the young boys in here. We got, I think this is McConnelly. If I'm not saying it right, he all the way up the field. CJ Bailey, he takes off. Bad angle right here by 10. You can tell the puppies out there, baby. And that's what you want to see as a coach, because now you have teach tape. You can teach these guys. Touchdown. Golly. I thought he was going to have a tackle in the game. Misses it. Touchdown. And that's it for the ugly. The Miami Hurricanes showed up and showed out on Senior Day in the Hard Rock Stadium for the last home game. Next week, they will be taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies in Blacksburg. It's time to enter the Sandman and put some of them little birdies to sleep. This is the Good, Bad, and Ugly Film Review. And as always, make sure you go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're aware of all the latest content that comes out on this channel. And as always, go Canes.